Wish me luck. Again, I'm rather annoyed. Good grief, wine on tap. I don't know what to make of that. It's not, it does taste like Negroni. It's Blacklock and not Black Rock. Two different things altogether. And let's hope the latter doesn't get anywhere near the former. All right, so I'm in Soho and it's a really hot day, late June even, sorry. It's about 28 degrees or feels thereabouts. So I have booked a table in the Blacklock Chophouse restaurant, but the original one where it all begun. So yeah, I'm looking really forward to this one. I've done quite a few of the very much hyped up London restaurants or the London British cuisine restaurants as of late. So I figured the Blacklock would finish off the Holy Trinity, if that's the right term. My table is booked for 7. It is now, I think it's about approaching 20 to 7, so not too long. It's so busy out here. There's just so many tourists. You could hear the different accents, the different languages being spoken in and around this part of Soho and the West End in general. I am getting pretty hungry now. I've been walking around the Soho area for quite some time. I actually did a little vlog not too far from here earlier, so yeah, worked myself up with a bit of an appetite. So if you're new to the channel or you've been watching my videos and not yet subscribed, your support will be greatly appreciated. Please hit that bell notification, or at least send me a like and engage in the comment section. And any interaction you do will greatly benefit my videos and will help push my videos on my channel to the wild west of the YouTube universe. And at least then, well, people will know that I exist. Anyway, okay, so that's enough of the sales talk. I am going to go inside and grab my table, so I'll see you inside. Okay, I'm going to set foot inside now. It's a rather bijou looking place on the ground floor, but it's downstairs, that's where all the action is. Okay, I just landed on my table and alas, as always, it's bang next to other diners. I think I need to suggest or insist on a corner table next time round so I could do my vlog in peace, but there you go, that's the way how the cookie crumbles. So got my microphone close to my mouth again, as it's quite loud, music's pumping again, lots of chatter. Even I'm filming this, I'm not actually reading the menu, as it's quite difficult to concentrate. I just want to get the menu items in on video, so it's for your viewers' benefit really. Chops, choice of lamb, pork or beef. So yeah, plenty to choose from here. Pig's head on toast. What is that? That's a bit like something you find in fallow. Good grief, wine on tap. So no longer the realm of students drinking Blue Nine out of a bag in their university dorm. Wine on tap is now an incredibly sustainable way for top producers to put their best plonk. Do they know what that word signifies? Oh dear, that's good. That's making me nervous now, but I'm going to try the Bordeaux blend. So that's kind of an amalgamation of many different grapes and maybe crus across different wine producers. Cost-effective way of making Bordeaux, I suppose. Okay, so the deed is done. I've had a look through the menu and ordered my food and my wine, so that's en route. So hopefully not too long a wait, and hopefully nowhere near as long as it was in the Jamie Oliver Catherine Street restaurant the other day. Oh, good grief. Yeah, it's I would say about 90% full in here. It's pretty busy, pumping music of course, so hence why I've got my microphone close to my mouth again. But I quite like the vibe of this place. It's very more of a industrial, sort of warehouse industrial style to it, very informal, nothing at all pretentious or oh thank you, that's super, thank you. Okay, at least the wine's arrived in prompt time as well, so I've actually got what's called a Bordeaux blend. I think I explained what that is in the menu shot earlier on. So I'm going to give this a little nose test first. Right off the bat, there is no aged oak in this one. This screams very young grapes. You can sense the spice and the fruitiness, but it's going to be a very fruity, punchy, full-bodied, sweet Bordeaux, just by smelling it alone. But I'm going to give it a taste anyway, just to be sure. Cheers. Yep, so no surprises there. But that would go well with the steak. So, and I've spoiled what I'm having for my mains. But it's not any old steak though, so I'm going to go into a little bit more detail later on. And also got a starter to begin with also. And I'll hold fire on dessert or cocktails, depending on how the evening goes. I feel relaxed in here. Other than having other diners alongside, I'm trying not to disturb them, but the staff know that I'm vlogging here, so they seem to be quite cool with that. So yeah, at least that's one less. And the starters has landed. Sorry, I've got my microphone back on my chest again. I need two hands. I'll try to speak clearly as possible, close to the mic, but here we go. This is a pig's head on toast. Yep, you heard me right, a pig's head on toast. Looks good. Slices of red chilies there, so it's going to be quite eventful, yes, if that's the right term. A little bit of gravy there, some, I believe there are gherkins, sliced gherkins in there. So I'm going to grab my fork. I'm going to try and do this with one hand, sorry. Wish me luck. Let's get one piece here. That's a big mouthful here, but yeah, I'm going to try and have a go at this, so wish me luck. That was absolutely delicious. That was so meaty, so savoury. Definitely taste the pork, the flavouring. That is such a pleasant surprise. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit of this gravy on there. A little bit of gravy. Here we go. Look at that. One for you ASMR types out there. Let's try another piece. There we go. Good grief. That is serious stuff. Take two. Sorry about that. I'm so discombobulated by the food. I forgot to adjust the audio setting on my microphone. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better this time. But I was just basically saying the flavours of the pig's head, the pork meat in the pig's head. Imagine the fattiness and just the general texture just gives it a completely different experience to your general normal cuts of pork that you normally eat. Yeah, very much taken by surprise for that. Very satisfying starter, and it's only going to make me look forward to the mains. If this is a food review, bear in mind this isn't a food review, but yeah, it will certainly score high marks, I would say. That was some starter. I've not had that kind of impact since dining at Fallow. Yeah, very good stuff, and excited and nervous for the main course, so expectations are high now. I'm trying not to turn this into a food review either. I need to concentrate, focus, and try and capture a bit more of this fine restaurant as well. But yeah, all good so far. Well, looks like the mains has landed, and it's quite formidable looking. The cut of steak is a nice modest size. It is a ribeye, but not any old ribeye. It is a 6th rib ribeye steak. I'll go into a little more detail in this little while. And to accompany it, I've ordered some beef dripping chips, so they'll be interested to compare that to the one in Hawksmoor. And then you got some kale with lots of shaved Parmesan cheese. It looks a very generous portion as well. It's £5, and that is definitely easily see 2 people. So I'm impressed with that. I must say the portion sizes are very good here. Sorry, I needed two hands to cut the steak, but it was, you know what, it was so tender. It took no effort at all to cut this piece of the 6th ribeye, as they call it. There you go, nice medium rare. Yep, lovely colour. I'm gonna have the first bite now and let you know how it is. I'm rather annoyed. I'm annoyed because this steak is so damn good, and I don't want to heap praise on restaurants in the climate when every vlogger out there raves about places like this. I was hoping it to be okay, but it exceeded my expectations. It has exceeded my expectations, and yeah, I'm gonna have to. All I got to say is nice things about the quality of this food, and I've not yet tried the kale and the chips yet, so I'm sure the standard of those side dishes will be up to the task. I don't know what potatoes they're using, but they certainly taste very local, very real. You can taste the potato in there. Definitely not processed at all. Very good chips. The texture, the batter, very similar to the ones found in Hawksmoor. That kind of nice, almost semolina style, crispy crunch on the outside. Yeah, very good. And last but not least, the kale with shaved parmesan. Let's see how this cuts into the richness of the steak. Quite a mouthful here, so I'm going to have to try and manage this one. It is indeed very good. It kind of gives me the almost Caesar salad vibe. So the slight sour, the creaminess of the cheese, and the bitterness of the kale goes so well with the steak. So I'm glad I ordered that one. Forgive me, viewers. It's got to be difficult to articulate, but I am in shock with the quality of the food here. I mean, I've eaten in Fallow and Hawksmoor, and as great as those restaurants are, I mean, Fallow has the theatre, can't beat Fallow for that, and Hawksmoor kind of keeps very down to the ground in terms of their food. Local produce, good quality cuts of meat, and good simplified fresh cooking. I think Blacklock just somehow, I don't know what to say. I've seen vloggers cover Blacklock. They do Sunday roast. They tried other steak dinners in the other restaurants, the other branches of Blacklock, but the original one, yeah, I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready at all. I didn't think the food would be this good. And this 6th ribeye steak is basically on the 6th rib of the cow. And generally, that piece of meat is used to make good quality hamburgers. What a waste! Absolutely excellent cut of meat. The tenderness, the flavour, it's all there, just as good as the proper normal ribeye. And because of that, the price is very modest. You get a very good portion, and it's a lot cheaper than, I think it's about a third cheaper than your standard ribeye cut. And it's just every bit as good, if not better, than the vast majority of the ribeye steaks you get in any random chain restaurant. Okay, some history on the Blacklock restaurants. In particular, this original Blacklock in Soho. So founded by a chap called Gordon, and no, not that Gordon, another Gordon Kerr, who started his career in law, or more specifically in mergers and acquisitions. However, he discovered that it wasn't really his cup of tea, and then decided to want to start up a restaurant. But suffice to say that he has made a success of the Blacklock franchise, if that's the right term, sorry. But been very successful launching this restaurant back in 2015, so 10 years, could be 10-year anniversary perhaps. But what makes Blacklock exceptional and special is the fact that they make most of the cuts of meat. So rather than buying tenderloin and briskets of sirloin and ribeye, they buy the whole cow. And the same thing could be said about the lamb and pork as well. So they buy whole pigs, whole lambs, whole cows. That way they have control on the quality of the meat that they are serving to the customers. They have control of how much meat they can yield from the produce, and of course they can keep track of the very provenance of the meat itself, so to ensure top quality. And it certainly shows. I tasted the 6 rib cuts and it's absolutely fantastic. It is right up there with some of the very best steak I ever had, if not better. If you know your meat, you know your beef, you know your lamb and your pork, yeah, you can certainly make something special out of it. So like with fallow, I was pretty sceptical at first. Lots of hype on the internet. Food vloggers were raving about the quality of the food. I just had to find out for myself how good they really are, and by deliberately going in during the evening, late in the week when it's very busy, and my God, they certainly delivered. The service has been fantastic. Friendly service. They are busy, they're buzzing around, but they still manage to engage with customers with the same enthusiasm as you expect, as if it was any normal, quiet lunchtime service. Of course, the waiter just landed this little tiny after meal pudding menu. Okay, it's a foregone conclusion. I like Negroni. They do good food here, so I imagine they do good cocktails as well. I figured I better share my first tasting impression of this white Negroni. Bit of a contradiction, isn't it? Bianco Negroni. Yeah. All I can smell is the orange wedge in there. Nothing outstanding, nothing grabbing me on the smell. Cheers. I don't know what to make of that. It's not. It does taste like Negroni. You kind of just about taste the orange, the bitter orange in there. But I sense a bit more like banana in there. It's like being on holiday, limoncello before you go. I just got the bill, so I'm going to settle up and then pop outside to close this piece off. But of course, I'm going to knock this one back first. Cheers! Blacklock Soho, thank you very much. All right, let's get us into some safe distance and not get run over. All right, let's swing the camera around. Okay, cards on the table. That took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting food to be that good. And sorry if I ended up talking about the food too much, because it was that good. It stole the show. I wanted to nitpick. I wanted to find something that wasn't up to standard. However, it exceeded all my expectations. I mean, if I'm going to be picky, I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, the Negroni wasn't really to my liking. I preferred the classical original Negroni with Campari and red vermouth. But other than that, yeah, it's been a fantastic dining experience, and the energy in there, busy, lively, but not chaotic. And you could tell the staff enjoy their job. You know they enjoy what they're doing, they're happy working there. Happy workers make excellent workers, and I think that philosophy in Blacklock certainly is one of the reasons why this restaurant or her sister chain restaurants are doing so well. I'm going to try and bring it back down to earth here, okay? Price-wise, I was surprised by the bill as well. It is normally something like this in Zone 1, the quality, the fact that I ordered wine, cocktails, side dishes, starters. You're talking 3 figures normally, but this was significantly cheaper, which again, yeah, even if it's hyped, you have to try it, and at least you know for sure. I'm not going to say much more, but just let the place speak for itself. Certainly treat yourself, treat your loved one, friends, go out, have a meal there. Go out. If there's any lunch deals on, certainly take advantage of that. That makes it even more better value for money. But I went in there during peak service and they just handled everything like it was nothing. So if you are new to the channel or you've been watching my videos and you're not yet subscribed, then your support will be greatly appreciated. Please give me a like, or more importantly, please subscribe to the channel, as it will make all the difference. It will help push my content out to the wild west of YouTube, and more and more people out there will know I exist. Anyway, so the sales speak over. I hope you all have enjoyed the video, and I've certainly enjoyed filming this one. And I look forward to coming back again with the next one. So I'm going to grab my train, head back home. I figured I wanted to close this one off in Piccadilly Circus this time, even though I was technically in Soho. Just a lot's going on, it's a bit of almost like a carnival out here tonight. So I thought, well, what's better, what more befitting than to close this video off than to do it in Piccadilly Circus. Okay, so thanks again for watching. I will see you again soon in the next video. So until that time, have a lovely evening, and see you again soon.